Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Can you see what is this not working? Welcome all of you for today's session. 2 days ago we celebrated Govardhan Puja, and today we thought we will discuss some interesting life lessons from this special Leela of Lord Krishna. Do you know what was Krishna's age when Krishna performed this Govardhan Lila? Any guesses? 5 to 7. You're giving a range. Okay. Okay. Any other number? Any other guesses? 7. Okay. Yes, Krishna was actually 7 years old when Krishna performed this Leela. He was 7 years old. And how many of you know the Leela? What is this Govardhan Leela all about? No. How many of you know what is Govardhan Leela all about? That was my question. Okay, good. So we will try to quickly I'll describe the Leela and then we shall see what are the life lessons we can derive from this Leela. Okay, leave it, it's okay. So Krishna was about 7 years old, and one day he saw in Vrindavan, everybody was making arrangements for a special puja, Indra puja. And children are very curious. They ask a lot of questions. So Krishna went to his father Nanda Maharaj and asked, what is this preparations all about? Today is going to be some special festival or something. And Nanda Maharaj said, yes, today we are going to perform Indra Puja. And Krishna asked, why should we worship Indra? And Nanda Maharaj replied saying, Indra is the god of rains. If he doesn't give us rains time to time, then our entire economy will collapse. He said, we are dependent on agriculture, we are dependent on cattle rearing, that is our profession. And for both of these, water, rain is essential. Therefore, every year we observe this Indra Puja so that Indra is pleased upon us and he sends us rains time to time. Now, Krishna asked another question. Is this based on scriptural reference, or is it a kind of tradition that we are following in our village? It's a very intelligent question. See, from these questions, what is Lord Krishna trying to teach us? He says that you should not accept anything blindly. Just because it is a tradition, just because it is a trend, you don't have to go with the trend. Correct? Today, social media creates a lot of trends and youth follow the trends. If there is one particular dance popularized on the social media, it is trending, everybody will make reels with the same song, and everybody will dance. So it is a trend. It has become a trend. Whether the trend is useful or it is useless, nobody is thinking. Nobody is questioning. But because everybody is doing, let us also do it. This kind of a mentality. So Lord Krishna says this kind of mentality is not good. It's not good. Whatever you are following, you should know why you are following, whether it is authentic, whether it is beneficial. Should we really do it? We should question and then use our intelligence and then follow. This is a very important thing. So, in fact, towards the end of Bhagavad Gita, also, after explaining the entire Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna gives us a choice. Just because I am telling you don't follow, Krishna is saying, Yatha ichhasi tatha kuru. Krishna says, use your intelligence, you deliberate on everything that I have said, and then you follow what as per your inner calling. So, of course, the biggest the inner calling also can get, it can get influenced by so many external factors. But these Vrajavasis, they were all following Indra Puja out of tradition and out of fear. If we don't worship Indra, Indra will become angry, and that will lead to a lot of problems for us. That was their reason. So when Nanda Maharaj explained that actually it is a tradition, and if we don't worship, Indra will become angry. So Krishna challenged that. He said, no need to worship Indra. In fact, Krishna said, Indra is only a representative. Indra is like a government official, right? He is just appointed in his post to do a particular thing, right? So he is doing his duty. For that, why should we worship him, right? Lord Krishna argued. And then Lord Krishna instead said, you see, for our prosperity, what is more important is Govardhan. He said, this hill is giving us soft grasses, and this hill also is a source of so many waterfalls, rivers, and ponds. And drinking this water, our cows are giving us sweet milk. And eating the special grasses that are growing on Govardhan, our cows have become very healthy. So why don't we worship Govardhan Hill? Why don't we worship the cows? And why don't we worship the Brahmanas, the devotees? Because the Brahmanas are teaching us the Vedic knowledge. And they are helping us to become connected with the Supreme Lord. It is the Supreme Lord who has appointed Indra and all the other devatas in their respective positions. So let us worship the Supreme Lord through the Brahmanas and the cows and Govardhan Hill. This was the proposition of Krishna. That means Krishna is changing the tradition, right? He is setting a new tradition. So what is happening because of this? There was a fear in the hearts of the Vrajavasis when they heard this. When they heard Krishna's proposal, Vrajavasis were little disturbed. Why? Suppose they have been doing it for so many years, and all of a sudden this 7-year-old boy is telling something, and should we really change it? And they had, what if Indra becomes angry? All these kind of doubts were there in their minds. But their love for Krishna was so great that they accepted whatever Krishna said. They were simple people and they loved Krishna unconditionally. So therefore they accepted whatever Krishna said. So Krishna described how to do the Govardhan Puja. He gave an elaborate description. And he said, don't waste time in making new preparations. Whatever preparations you've already made for Indra Puja, let us use the same thing and worship Govardhan. Right? So Nanda Maharaj and all the residents of Vrindavan, they followed whatever Krishna said. and they decorated the cows, and they performed yajna, fire yajnas, and with the help of Brahmanas, and they also gave charity to the Brahmanas. And finally, Krishna said, see, whatever offerings you have made, no, please bring it in front of Govardhan. Govardhan will accept your offering. And you know what happened at that time? Krishna himself assumed a huge form of Giri Govardhan, and he accepted all the offerings that were made by the residents of Vrindavan, showing that Krishna and Govardhan are non-different. So the Vrajavasis were amazed. Krishna is standing in front of us, 7-year-old boy is standing next to us also, and there also Govardhan, Krishna is only there, and he is accepting all our offerings. They were actually amazed. There also Krishna, here also Krishna. So here Krishna is showing that he is non-different from Govardhan. And then after accepting the offerings, Krishna, who had assumed a huge form, he said, what you should all do, I am very pleased with your puja. I will give you whatever you require for your material prosperity. I will grant everything. Now what you should all do is, along with your cows, please go around this Govardhan hill and do a parikrama, do a pradakshina of this Govardhan hill. And Govardhan, Krishna in the form of Govardhan told this. And then Krishna, along with all the other residents and cows, they all did. Krishna also did parikrama of Govardhan. Right? And finally, in this way, Govardhan Puja was completed. And this news reached Indra. Indra, the king of heavens, the king of all the devatas, Devraj Indra. Right? So, this Indra, when he got this news, he became very disturbed. Why did he become disturbed? This small boy, 7-year-old boy, what does he think about himself? He is brainwashed. He has brainwashed all the Vrajavasis. And he has asked them not to worship me. How dare these people listen to this young boy and disrespect me like this? You see, who gets uh, who gets angry when they are not worshipped? They cannot be called divine, truly, right? Just like sometimes if you go to the government offices and if you give table ke niche, kursi ke piche, if you give something, then they'll be very happy with you. Some of the government officials, corrupt people, and they will get your work done quickly. And if you don't give that, whatever they expect, then they'll say, come tomorrow, come tomorrow, come tomorrow. Isn't it? So government service, government, if you have an experience of going to government offices and how they drag your work, if they don't get what they're expecting, they're actually getting monthly salary, but on top of that, they want more also, right? So that's why government service is like simply sitting monthly getting. They're monthly getting plus every day they also want to get from people. This is corrupt behavior. So Krishna could understand that Indra had become proud of his position. So Krishna wanted to teach a lesson to Indra. That is one of the reasons he performed Govardhan Lila. There are many reasons why Krishna performed. We will see that. Now we'll just discuss the story in brief. So what happened? Indra became angry. So he became insecure. You know, when somebody becomes insecure because they are not listened to, they are not obeyed to, then such a person is not a first class leader. A first class leader is one who motivates his followers through love and personal behavior. Whereas a second class leader, he motivates his followers through fear. Fear means what? If you don't do this, I will kill you. I will make your life hellish. If you don't worship me, I will send to hell. This kind of, it's not a first class leader. It doesn't reflect the real compassion of God. Anyway, so what did Indra do out of his insecurity? He summoned special clouds, and these clouds are known as Samvartaka clouds. What are they called? Samvartaka. These Samvartaka clouds, they are generally employed during the time of annihilation. Pralaya, we call it, right? Pralaya means uh, destruction, right? The whole creation goes through cycles of creation and destruction, the whole material world. And there are different kinds of pralayas. Uh, One kind of pralaya is called partial annihilation, which happens at the end of every Brahma's day. And at the end of Brahma's lifetime, there is something called complete annihilation. Pralaya happens. So during such times, these special clouds are employed and they can inundate the whole land. They can inundate, in fact, huge tracts of lands on planets. So they are called Samvartaka clouds. So why did Indra use this Samvartaka clouds just to inundate one small village, Vrindavan? It is generally used to inundate huge continents and huge planets, but he is using it just to inundate Vrindavan village. That itself shows what? What does it show? Indra's insecurity. When you feel insecure about your position, you don't hesitate to misuse your power to any extent. That is what Indra is demonstrating here. So what happened as a result? The whole Vrindavan village started becoming inundated. The Yamuna river started swelling, and people could not distinguish what is land and what is water. Everywhere there was water. And it is described, these Samvartaka clouds, they were raining pillar-shaped, pillar-sized water drops. The water drops were pillar-sized, huge. That kind of water. It was like literally raining cats and dogs, we say, right? It was happening. And all the residents of Vrindavan went to Krishna and said, Krishna, we have angered Indra. You told us, don't worship Indra, instead worship Govardhan. We listened to you. But see now what has happened. As a consequence, Indra has become angry upon us. Looks like he's going to stop this rain only after we are all killed and devastated fully. At that time, Krishna smiled and Krishna said, my love for you is greater than the anger of Indra or anybody. So don't worry, I will protect you. So what does Krishna do? When everybody were watching, Krishna, effortlessly he went and lifted the Govardhana hill. Huh? And how did he lift it? He lifted it on the little finger of his left hand. That means he's telling Indra, communicating to Indra, you are मेरे बाएं हाथ की छोटी उंगली के बराबर भी नहीं है तुम. Krishna is telling this to Indra. This is the message passed, communicated. And then Indra is trying his best. He summoned so many clouds and all his other agents. They were literally, sending torrential rains and banging the Govardhan hill with thunder, hailstorms, but nothing happened. So Krishna called everybody, come under the shelter of this Govardhan. So all the residents of Vrindavan, lakhs of them, along with their lakhs of cows, they all came under the shelter of Govardhan hill. So outside, terrible storm was going on, but inside they were all enjoying. They were all singing and dancing. One hand Krishna was lifting the Govardhan, the other hand Krishna was playing his flute. And everybody had a nice time. And this went on for 7 days and nights, not 1 or 2 days, 7 days continuously. Okay? And probably this is the first lockdown in the history of mankind, where the whole villagers were under one hill. And in this lockdown, there was no panic. There were no casualties. Everybody were enjoying because Krishna was present there. Right? So outside there is huge rain falling, but inside they're all insulated. And for 7 days and nights, nobody experienced thirst, hunger, or any other bodily or mental problems. They were fully blissful, seeing the beautiful face of Krishna and listening to his sweet flute music. They were all very happy. So, 7 days and nights, Indra tried his best. Now, his entire reservoir of water was empty now. No more water. Now, Indra realized, he came to his senses. He came to his senses. So, the person whom I am challenging is not an ordinary person, he realized. He appears to be a 7-year-old boy, but he is not an ordinary boy. So then he learned his lessons. His pride was now crushed, which was what Krishna also wanted to happen. And then finally, Indra came down on the earth in Vrindavan when he was no more able to, he stopped the rain. No water was there. Water was all over. Rain stopped. So Krishna told, now it is over. All of you please go out, go back, resume your other activities. And then Krishna kept back the Govardhan hill. And then Indra came and begged forgiveness. He fell at the feet of Krishna and he begged forgiveness. He said, I am such a foolish person. I wrongly understood you, my dear Lord. Please, you are very merciful. Please forgive me. And Krishna forgave him. And Krishna did not come alone. Krishna came along with Surabhi cow. Okay, this cow, Surabhi means it's a cow which is in the celestial world, which can give unlimited milk. And because Krishna likes cows, so Indra thought, if I take a cow with me, seeing the cow's face, Krishna will forgive me. Actually, I am not at all fit to be forgiven. I have done such an offense. But if Krishna sees the Surabhi cow, then he may take compassion upon me and forgive my mistake, my offense. And actually, Krishna forgave. And the Surabhi cow, who is the mother of all the other cows, she said, my dear Lord, today you have proven that you are our real protector. Indra is supposed to be our king, but he put all my children, the cows, in such a dangerous situation. He inundated the whole village. The king is supposed to protect, but here the king is ready to kill. And you protected us by lifting this Govardhan hill. From today, for all of us cows, this Indra is not our king. You, Krishna, you are our king. You will be called as Govinda henceforth. Govinda. Govinda means, Go means cows. Indra means the king. You are the king of all our cows. Therefore, you are called Govinda. So, that's how Krishna got this special name. Govinda. Right? So, this is the Leela, the entire Leela I have just described. Now, let us see some interesting life lessons from this Govardhan Leela. So, first thing that Krishna is trying to teach us, if we want to overcome fear, we have to strengthen our faith. Switch it off. So, faith can help us overcome any kind of fear. The Vrajavasis had faith in Krishna's words, and therefore they obeyed Krishna. And Krishna also kept up his. Krishna did not say, see, I told you, childishly I told you, don't worship Indra. Now Indra has become angry. Now I cannot do any help to you. Please, sorry, go and surrender to Indra. Krishna did not do that. Right? If you have faith in Krishna, Krishna will surely protect us. That is the first lesson that we learn. So faith is so important in our life. Even in our daily dealings with people around us in this world, it all works on the basis of faith only. We have faith in this college, that this college will give me knowledge. It will help me build my career. With that faith, we have come and joined the institution. Correct, no? We have faith in the driver who is driving our bus, right? We have faith that this person is a good driver and he will take me to the destination safely. Correct, no? We have so much faith. Without faith, how will you go and sit in the bus? Is there any guarantee? But still we invest some faith we have, and we sit in the. So in the same way, in spiritual life also, we need faith in Krishna. Our spiritual life begins with faith, Shraddha. Like all of you have come. All of you are chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Yes or no? I hope all of you are chanting. And all of you are also offering Damodara Arati every day, offering lamp to the Lord every day. So why are you doing this? Because you all have some faith. Correct, no? We have faith. Yes, when I do this, because Krishna has told, because it is recommended in the scriptures, if I do this, Krishna will be pleased. We have faith. And then the faith in the beginning, it will be like, it is called Komala Shraddha. It is not very strong. In the beginning, our faith is very, very weak, fragile. Anybody says anything, immediately we get disturbed. Correct, no? If somebody says, hey, what is this? You are in a science institute, premier institute of this country, Indian Institute of Science. And what are you doing this Damodar Arati? Go and do experiment in the lab. Why are you lighting a lamp in front of a frame? Oh, what is this? You're so superstitious. When somebody says like this, oh yeah, correct. No, what you're saying is correct. Okay, enough of this Damodar Arati. I'll go and resume my work. So our faith is not very strong. It's not based on realization. Therefore, it is very fragile. Anybody says anything, we get easily disturbed. Right? Just like a lamp. I'll take the example of lamp because this whole month we are offering lamps to the Lord. Suppose there is a lamp in a windy place. In a windy place, you keep a lamp. What happens? The flame will keep. The flame is not steady, no? The flame, it keeps moving as and how the wind blows. And if the wind blows too heavily, then the flame will put off also. So that is our condition of our faith in the beginning days. What the external factors, they dictate us. Oh, I think today you don't have to chant, it's okay. So today, cricket match is going on, let's go and watch. Or today, so many things like that. There is no full conviction, but there is little faith. Yes, there is God. I should also do some puja. I should, some kind of faith. But then we should not remain in that Komala Shraddha stage forever. You know what will happen if you remain like that? It will be put off. The flame of faith, which was little bit there, no, that also will get put off because the winds are very heavy in Kali Yuga. The winds in Kali Yuga are more favorable towards the other side, faithless side. Lot of big propaganda is being made about there's no God. This life is the only thing. You enjoy life, eat, drink, and be merry. Who has seen the next life? Who has seen God? All these kind of things people talk about, and we get easily carried away. So therefore, how do we strengthen our faith? We should strengthen our faith. Just like, if you try to start a fire, you take some combustible material, and then what do you do? Maybe you light a matchstick and put there, right? Suppose it's a forest and you're trying to start a fire. What do? So you collect all dry leaves and all those things, grass and all that. And then maybe if you have a lighter or something, you try to light. But initially only smoke will come because so much of wetness is there until all the wetness goes away. So smoke will come and that disturbs our eyes. So initially when we are trying to practice bhakti, we think it is so much disturbance. Oh, every day I have to chant. Every day. Prabhu said 2 rounds you should chant. 15 minutes. Oh, how can I sit and chant? It is so difficult. It is so troublesome. Oh, every day I should offer lamp. Oh, it is so troublesome. So it is a trouble in the beginning because there is so much wetness. There is so much ignorance. Wetness means ignorance in us, which is creating so many obstacles for us. And that is coming out like smoke when you're trying to do bhakti. You only see the inconvenience part of it. Only the smoke is coming. They said if you chant Hare Krishna, you'll be blissful. I'm only feeling so tired. My throat is drying up. My throat pain is coming. Some students were saying, when I chant Hare Krishna, throat pain is coming. That means our mind is focusing on all the inconveniences that the body and mind face. But you should endeavor, because after the smoke, you know what, you keep blowing that. When you keep blowing, what happens? That small sparks will light up and become big fire. But if you give up, and in the smoke stage only, if you give up, then you are a loser. You will miss out that big flame. So we should be a little patient. Bhakti means patience should be there. You should not expect overnight results. Today I will chant Hare Krishna, tomorrow I will be blissful and no more negativities in my life. No, it will take time. So we should endeavor with faith, with patience. And this blowing, I said, no, little small sparks are there, you have to blow it. When you blow, what happens? The fire catches on, right? Have you noticed this? If you have done this, you'll know. So, what is that blowing all about? It is the process of hearing from devotees. It is by sadhu sangha that our faith becomes stronger and stronger. Okay, it's like bhakti is contagious. Bhakti is contagious. That means when you associate with someone who has bhakti, we also develop bhakti. It is not possible that I'll alone in my room, I will sit and develop bhakti. No. Neither do we have that much determination, nor it is possible. It is only through sadhu sangha, association of devotees, that we can strengthen our faith from komala shraddha, fragile faith, to nishtha. Nishtha means full conviction. That full conviction comes when we hear about Krishna from the devotees. So we have to hear from Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada has written so many books, we have to read his books. Every day, 5 minutes if you read also. Prabhupada said, I am present in my books. So when you read Prabhupada books, you are associating with pure devotee. And it is very, very impactful, very powerful. And every week we are having this discussion in the Transdimensions Club, right? This is also Sadhu Sangha, because whatever I am speaking, it is based on what Srila Prabhupada has spoken. So this is called Parampara knowledge. It's not that I'm inventing something new every time and coming and presenting. No, it's not like that. It's already there. The knowledge is there, but I'm just presenting it to all of you in an understandable manner. So when you hear, our Shraddha will strengthen. So the first lesson from Govardhan Hill is Govardhan Lila. The first lesson is what? If you want to conquer your fear, you must develop your faith. Just like if you want to conquer diseases, you have to develop your immunity. Correct? After COVID, especially, everybody is talking about building immunity. Right? Immunity is so important. All those people who had good immunity, they were not susceptible to the COVID. They withstood the COVID attack. Yes or no? People whose immunity power was low, they got the infection. In the same way, we are all every day we have so many fears, no? Fear, what if mind keeps coming? What if I can't complete this properly, this task properly? What if my guide rejects all my experimental work? What if this happens? What if that happens? Fear of missing out, right? So many things, FOMO. All these fears keep coming. But if you hold on strongly to Krishna, all these kinds of fears you can easily overcome. This is what Krishna is teaching. The Vrajavasis initially, they simply accepted whatever Krishna said. And later when there was a difficulty, Krishna protected them from that fear. So that is the first lesson. So we have to develop faith and to overcome fear. The second lesson that we learn from this Govardhan Lila is Krishna does not like when somebody develops false ego. Even if it is Indra, so powerful, Krishna makes sure that, see, actually, Indra is also a devotee. All the devatas are devotees of Krishna. But because sometimes uh, power corrupts, they say. So Indra became, his mind got corrupt. Oh, I'm so powerful. I can do anything. So therefore, he thought himself to be independent Lord. And this kind of an attitude is not liked by the Supreme Master, Krishna. Therefore, Krishna sometimes performs such leelas, such activities, to curb the unnecessary pride of his devotees. So, Krishna lifting Govardhan hill, one, was primarily for the protection of the Vrajavasis who were all surrendered to the Lord with faith. But secondly, he also achieved another purpose through this. What is that? He curbed the pride of Indra. In that way, actually, he showed a favor on Indra. It is Krishna's favor upon Indra that Krishna did this Govardhan Lila. Many times, when things don't go well in our life, we start questioning. Oh, I'm chanting from so many days. I'm trying to become devotee. Why Krishna has created this kind of problem in my life? We may start thinking, why this problem has come? Correct? But actually, it is Krishna's way of purifying us. When challenges come, especially in the life of a devotee, devotee means what? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, anybody who chants Hare Krishna mantra is a devotee. So all of us are devotees. There's no doubt about it. We are all chanting the holy names every day. And nothing can happen in the life of a devotee without the sanction of Krishna, whether good or bad. This we should have faith. If some good things have happened, thank Krishna. If some bad things have happened, for us it may appear to be bad, but actually Krishna has a bigger plan. Trust Krishna's plan. Correct? So when something not so okay has happened, we should know Krishna is working his ways to purify me, to remove something which is not good in me. Krishna is making me go through these difficulties. Let me go through remembering Krishna. Let me go through this difficult phase remembering Krishna, depending on Krishna. So Krishna crushed the pride of Indra. This is the second lesson. So pride goes before a fall. We know this, right? When you become proud, what happens when you become proud? We fall. But before that, what happens? You reach the top. You reach the so-called top. Okay. And then what happens? You become blind to the reality. Pride makes us blind to the reality. Here in this case, Indra forgot that his powers are not his own. His powers were given to him by the Supreme Lord. There is a supreme authority beyond me that he forgot. He started thinking, I can do whatever my manmani. He decided that I will flood this Vrindavan as if he is the ultimate controller. I will kill all these people. He decided. This is pride. This is pride. So, whenever we have power with us, whenever we have abilities, talents with us, what should we do? We should become humble, understanding that these are all given to me by Krishna. These are just given to me by Krishna. I should know how to utilize it properly. I should not misuse my talents, abilities, positions, powers. This is very, very important lesson. We should use it in his service. Best thing to we should use all the abilities that Krishna has given us to please Krishna. That's what Krishna says in the 9th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. He says, Yad karoshi yad ashnasi yad juhosi dadasi yad tapasyasi kaunteya tad kurushva madarpanam. Krishna says, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever charity you give, everything you should offer it to me. You do it as an offering unto me. You should do Krishnarpanam. We should not forget that everything ultimately belongs to Krishna. When we forget this, then we become victim of pride. When we remain humble, Krishna will give us more and more success in our life, materially also. Both materially and spiritually, Krishna will give us more success if we remain humble. But if we become proud, Krishna will crush our pride and teach us a very, very, very important, very good lesson in our life, like Krishna did for Indra. The third lesson that we learn is very, very important. When we practice bhakti, even amidst adversities, we can be blissful. This is a very important lesson. Bhakti brings us bliss even amidst adversities, even amidst difficulties in life. You will be smiling if you are actually connected with Krishna, just like the Vrajavasi, right? They suffered so much, but once they came under the shelter of Govardhan, God's umbrella, Krishna's umbrella, what happened? No more suffering. Suffering ended there. Even though outside cause of suffering was going on, but inside they were insulated from all those miseries. So Krishna says this in the Bhagavad Gita. If you come to me, I will free you from all kinds of miseries. This is my promise. But if you forget Krishna, then we have to again go back to our miserable conditions. But Krishna says, as long as you are connected with me, Krishna says, Mat chitta sarva durgani mat prasadat tarishyasi. Krishna says, if you become conscious of me, by my mercy, you can overcome all miseries in your life. Krishna said this in Bhagavad Gita, but before saying, he has also demonstrated it in so many Leelas, especially in Govardhan Lila. We simply have to give up our false ego and just follow what Krishna is saying. Many times we think, oh, why should I follow what Krishna is saying? I am an intelligent person. I will figure out what I should do myself. So this is called false ego. Ego. Oh, why should I surrender to Krishna? Why should I listen to what he is saying? But actually Krishna says, if you give up your false ego and listen to me, become conscious of me, by my grace you can overcome all obstacles. So even amidst difficulties, you can remain blissful. That is possible if you have strong faith, bhakti in Krishna. See, bhakti is the only process for which there are no prerequisite qualifications. It's not that you have to do something first, become purified, and then come to do bhakti. No. Whereas many other processes are like that. There are prerequisites. Suppose you want to do one yajna. You cannot simply do yajna like that whenever you want, wherever you want. No, there are so many prerequisites for that. You have to follow a certain lifestyle. You have to achieve certain amount of purity. Then you do yajna, it will be effective, the fire yajna. But chanting Hare Krishna or any bhakti activity for that matter, anybody can do it without any prerequisite qualification. Right? That is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. This process is called Krishna consciousness. So, when you chant Hare Krishna mantra, you become purified. When you hear about Krishna, you become purified. Right? When you do some seva to the Lord, you become purified. So bhakti itself gives you the necessary qualification to become purified. There is no prerequisite qualification needed to practice bhakti. So how simple it is, how easy, anybody can do it, right? So when we practice bhakti, even amidst adversities, we can remain blissful. And the last lesson, last lesson is Krishna is always true to his promise when it comes to protection of his devotees. In the Valmiki Ramayana, Lord Ramachandra makes a declaration. He says, Sakradeva prapannoyas tavasmiti cha yachate abhayam sarva bhutebhya dadamyetad vratam mama. Lord Ramachandra says, Sakrat eva. Sakrat means once only. If once only somebody comes in front of me and tells, Oh Rama, I belong to you, Tava asmi, I belong to you, O Lord. Only once he has to come and tell. With full feeling, he has to come and tell, O Lord, I belong to you. Just once you have to tell. Then what does Ramachandra say? From that day onwards, I take it as a vrata. Just like we are all following Damodar vrata, no? Krishna is following, Rama is following one vrata. What is that? Whoever comes and tells in front of me that I belong to you, O Lord, from that day, the Lord takes the vrata of giving you protection in all circumstances. Abhayam sarva bhutebhyaha. Abhaya. Abhaya means fearlessness. I give fearlessness to that devotee in all situations, from all dangers. This is my vrata. Right? This shloka is called the Charama shloka of Valmiki Ramayana. Charama means the ultimate. So Krishna, Ramachandra is assuring anybody who surrenders to me, I will give protection. No doubt about it. Whatever may be his background, I'll not check, I'll not do any background verification and all. Simply somebody has to come and tell with genuine heart, he has to come and tell, Rama, I belong to you. This Ramachandra told when Vibhishana came from Lanka to surrender to Rama. That time Ramachandra says this. Now in the Bhagavad Gita also there is one Charama shloka, the ultimate shloka. What is that? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksha ishyami ma shuchaha. So Krishna is also saying the same thing. You just abandon all varieties of dharma and just surrender to me. That is the highest dharma. Krishna is saying highest dharma is to surrender to me. Surrendering to Krishna means what? I will lead my life based on what Krishna has said. That's all. This is called surrender. So Krishna says, if you do this, you surrender to me, Mam Ekam, to me if you surrender, I will give you protection from all difficulties, all challenges, any sinful reaction, I will protect you. Ma Shuchaha. Don't fear. Ramachandra says, Abhayam I will give. Here Krishna is saying, Ma Shuchaha. Do not fear. There positively he's saying, here negatively he's saying, don't fear. Both mean the same. So we have to surrender to Krishna. So this whole Govardhan Lila is all about, it's a reminder for us, I should obey what Krishna says. Just like the Vrajavasis obeyed to what Krishna said and Krishna protected them. So let us all meditate on this Govardhan Lila, these 4 lessons, and let us always try our best to follow what Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita. And alone we cannot do it. That's why we need association of devotees. In the association of devotees, it becomes easy to understand what Krishna is saying and easy to follow what Krishna is saying. Just like many of you are going to some students' rooms every day and offering lamp. You don't have to worry about arranging lamp and where to do. No, that is the power of sadhu sangha, devotee association. Already arrangement is made. You just have to go there, offer one lamp, bow down to Damodara and come back. So simple it is. It is so simple. And for that you are getting so much spiritual advancement. This is the benefit of sadhu sangha. Alone it is so big struggle because so many things are there. But if you are in touch with the devotees, so you will actually make a lot of spiritual advancement. So before we conclude, let us recall all the 4 lessons. What are the 4 lessons? First one?
Should not follow trends. Only because of fear.
Okay, so first lesson is what? Conquer your fear through faith. Faith can conquer our fear. And faith is initially fragile. It has to be strengthened by sadhu sangha. That is the first lesson. What is the second lesson?
All people know.
Yeah. So pride goes before a fall. And Krishna does not like his devotees to become proud. When whatever we have, it is given by Krishna. So what is the use of becoming proud? It is Krishna. Correct? So Indra's pride was crushed by Krishna. Second, what is the third one? Yeah. Yes. Bhakti can make us blissful even amidst difficulties and adversities. For 7 days and nights, they were blissful. No thirst, no hunger. Right? Because they were with Krishna. So, are you with Krishna? Are you under God's, Krishna's umbrella? That we have to check all this. Right? And what is the fourth one? The last one which we discussed. Yes, Krishna is always true to his words. And if you surrender to Krishna, Krishna takes it as his vrata to protect us. So if surrendering means to listen to what Krishna says, to become conscious of Krishna. So these are the lessons from Govardhan Lila. Any questions anyone has before we close? Any questions or comments? Yes. Yeah. So for that, a lot of self-introspection is needed. And uh, every day we should remind ourselves when we are chanting or when we are bowing down in front of the Lord, uh, am I using all my abilities and talents in the service of Krishna or not? If I'm using it, Krishna will take care. He will crush my pride. But if I am thinking that these abilities are mine and I should enjoy it for myself, that's a real illusion. So therefore, the best thing is whatever abilities you have got, use it in Krishna's service, under guidance. Suppose you are a good speaker, speak for Krishna. Use your speaking abilities to talk about Krishna to people. If you are a good painter, good artist, paint something to remember, make others remember Krishna. If you are a good cook, cook varieties of delicious sattvic food, offer to Krishna, distribute prasadam. So always we should use our abilities to glorify Krishna, to glorify devotees. The moment we use it to glorify ourselves, that is pride. So if we should be always doing this, checking, check. Sometimes, as you rightly said, even as a devotee also. Huh? So therefore, even as a devotee, yeah, I'm speaking about Krishna. See, but how nicely I'm speaking. Okay. No, we should remember. That's why before we start, we pray to Krishna, right? We offer prayers to Prabhupada, offer prayers to Krishna, and seek their mercy, right? So there is a prayer. It says, Panghum Langhayate Girim. What is the prayer? No, what is the first line of the prayer? Uh, say. Very good. So, Mukam Karoti Vachalam means what? Muka means dumb person who cannot speak. Even a dumb person will become an eloquent speaker by the mercy of Krishna. That means, actually, I am dumb, but Krishna's mercy, I am able to speak. That should be the mood of a devotee, even when he is speaking. Pangum Langhayate Girim. Pangu means lame person who can't walk. By Krishna's mercy, even a lame person can cross mountains. Pangum Langhayate Girim. Then Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatam Aham Vande. Sri Gurum Dina Taranam. There is another. To Guru. By the Guru's mercy, by Guru's Kripa, one can do all such things. So therefore, in Bhakti, whatever we are doing, we should not be proud because without Krishna's blessings, you can't do anything. This we have to consciously be reminding ourselves. Otherwise, we'll forget. Because we think I am doing all this. Correct? So every day we should check, use our abilities in Krishna's service only, not for self-glorification. Second is always remind yourself that I'm able to do something even in bhakti by Krishna's blessings. Any other question anyone has?
So Krishna already knows what is there and what is not. So why will he ask?
Whom?
Krishna asks.
Yeah. So here Krishna, he is playing the role of a child. And as I said, children are always inquisitive. They ask dozens of questions. So Krishna is, by asking questions to Nanda Maharaj, as I mentioned, he is teaching us also, don't accept anything blindly. Question, ask, get clarity, seek, check whether it is authorized process. Just because it is trending, don't do it. So Krishna is teaching us that we should use our ability to question and ask the right questions. Okay. Any other question? Actually, the villagers of Vrindavan did not know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. That is another interesting aspect. Okay. They considered Krishna to be an ordinary boy, cowherd boy of their village. But they were spontaneously attracted to his sweetness. And they were not, even if somebody told him that he is incarnation of Vishnu, he is a Supreme Lord, they were least bothered to know it. They were not bothered. So this is bhakti which is not contaminated with Aishwarya Bhava. See, suppose Prime Minister of India comes to your house. You know that he is Prime Minister. You know that because he is Prime Minister, therefore I have to behave well, I have to talk to him nicely, otherwise many things can happen. I'm just saying. Therefore, out of that, some bhakti is coming. Bhakti is coming not because of that person's relationship with you, but because of his position, some bhakti is coming. Understood? But Vrajavasi's bhakti is above that. They are not attracted to the greatness of Krishna. They are attracted to the sweetness of Krishna. Understood? So, therefore, their bhakti is said to be pure. Okay. You didn't come on time. You cannot ask question. No problem. Please say. Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about it later. Yes. About this today's session you asked. Yeah. Yeah. So, this is something very special. Even though we are not qualified, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us this process of chanting Hare Krishna mantra. And he says if you chant Hare Krishna mantra every single day with attention, with devotion, you will attain this highest perfection called Krishna Prema. So, yes. So just by chanting Hare Krishna mantra with full faith, with right understanding, every day when you do this, our dormant love for Krishna, Krishna's love is already there in our heart. It's not something new that we have to develop. It's already there. It is lost now. It is in the dormant stage. When you chant Hare Krishna, it will be awakened. That is the process. So your question is it possible for us to develop that attraction to Krishna's sweetness? Yes, it is possible. And for that, the process is chanting Hare Krishna. Then you don't come on. Correct. That's what we talked. The first topic that we talked today is faith is a first step in bhakti. Without faith, it's not possible to start. That's why they don't come only. No, initially we have some faith, invest that faith and chant. And when we discuss how sadhu sangha. By sadhu sangha, our faith will be built. So you chant, take sadhu sangha, your faith will increase. Then you chant with increased faith, right? Like this, slowly, it will increase. Okay. So now let us chant one round of Hare Krishna mantra and associate with Krishna nicely. Okay. Please distribute the beads. Okay. Meanwhile, any questions? You have time. This side, I don't get any questions. Nobody is having any questions. This side. Anybody else? Yes. You already asked a question. Yeah, please. Okay. Like for what? No, the reason is we say Ramachandra, Krishna Chandra also we say. Chandra means moon. Moon is very pleasing to look at. So Krishna's and Rama's beauty is so pleasing to look at. And anybody who meditates upon them becomes pleased, becomes satisfied fully. Therefore, they are called Ramachandra, Krishna Chandra, like that. It has got nothing to do with any curse, or it has got nothing to do with any other thing, because they are, by meditating upon Rama, by seeing Rama, one becomes pleased. Just like when you see the full moon in the sky, in the night sky, you become so pleased, right? The same effect, therefore Ramachandra, Krishna Chandra. Okay, how many of you are chanting for the first time? So all of you know how to use the beads. So let us quickly get into the process. After this, we'll be singing Damodara Ashtaka and offering ghee lamp to the Lord also. Okay. So while chanting, no thinking. Thoughts may come, but don't pay attention to the thoughts. Thoughts plus attention is equal to active thinking. While chanting, we should not do active thinking. Thoughts may come, but whenever your mind is going away because of those thoughts, what you should do? Bring the mind back on the sound. And how do we do it? By chanting faster or by chanting louder or both. Sometimes both may be required. Chant faster or chant louder or do both to bring the mind back on the sound. Okay. So while chanting, only chanting and hearing. Right? So this chanting Hare Krishna mantra, if you hear nicely, it is like Govardhan shelter on us. It's like an umbrella under which we can have perfect shelter. But if you chant but don't hear, it's like having holes in that umbrella. What is the use of having umbrella full of holes and you're going in the rain? No use. You'll be fully drenched anyway. So therefore, if you don't want the holes to come in your umbrella, Krishna, what you should do? Chant and hear attentively. Is it okay? So let us all chant together. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.